Open yours today.
The time by Sagicor Bank is
the internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winfred Williams.
At a new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CVM TV.
So much more than entertainment.
Hi, I am Candy Pang.
Watagwan.
Watagwan.
Datagwan pa.
Watagwan. Watagwan.
Watagwan. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 8 a.m., 1:30 p.m., and 10 p.m. on CVM TV.
Datagwan pa. Watagwan.
Tonight in CVM News at 7, massive drug bust. 2.5 tons of cocaine intercepted by JDF. Manchester hit-and-run victim dies in hospital. In international news, Iran strikes Israeli towns near nuclear site. Also coming up, we want you to answer the call to inspire Jamaica. And of course, we also have sports for you a bit later. Hello from Kingston, Jamaica. This is CVM News at 7. It's Sunday, March 22, 2026. I am Curlin Brown. Thanks so much for joining us. 3 men have been detained after Jamaica Defence Force soldiers seized more than 2.5 tons of cocaine in a major offshore operation. The Maritime Air and Cyber Command intercepted a go-fast vessel about 10 nautical miles southeast of Treasure Beach, St. Elizabeth, and that was on Saturday. A board and search conducted uncovered 99 packages of cocaine weighing just over 2,500 kilograms, which has an estimated street value of nearly 1.4 billion Jamaican dollars. 18 fuel drums and the vessel fitted with 3 outboard engines were seized. The 3 detainees and the contraband were handed over to the Constabulary Forces Firearms and Narcotics Division. The Defence Force, in a statement, says the operation underscores its commitment to protecting Jamaica's borders against transnational organized crime. Officials have pledged to continue working with national and international partners to secure the island's maritime space and safeguard the region's blue economy. The search is on for the suspect of a hit-and-run in Manchester, which left 1 man dead. The victim has been identified as 31-year-old Kev Roy Anderson, a resident of Somerset District. Anderson suffered injuries during an incident on Plaza Road in Mandeville and was taken to hospital. Now, the police reports are he succumbed to the injuries he sustained at about 2 a.m. on Sunday. Anderson was driving a motorcycle when he was allegedly hit by a motor vehicle. Now, up to news time, the make and model of the vehicle involved in the incident remained unknown. Gender equality is not only a shared responsibility, but a legal obligation and a beneficial moral duty. However, violence against women and girls imposes substantial financial, psychological, emotional, and opportunity costs on society. A national study conducted in 2018 showed the overall cost of violence against women and girls to the Jamaican economy was 6.5% of GDP. Women's rights activists at an International Women's Day Forum and Awards ceremony last week advocated for justice for women and girls as the engine of strong democracies. Crystal Williams tells us more.
In a time that so much progress is being achieved, violence against women and girls seems to be one of the most intractable obstacles against the achievement of social progress. President of the European Commission, Ursula von der Leyen, said in 2024 that there can be no equality without freedom from violence. Yet violence against women affects every country. Program Manager for the European Union, Vanna Lawrence, expounded that expenditure on violence against women and girls can potentially inhibit the country's attainment of sustainable development goals and limit the enjoyment of human rights of victims.
Violence against women has a significant economic cost. In Europe, it affects over 60 million women and costs the EU about 290 billion euros per year.
In 2018, the government of Jamaica lost 2.39% of GDP to violence against women and girls, and the cost to the private sector was 2.25%. In order to combat this, the United Nations, Jamaica Aid Support for Life, and the European Union strongly condemn violence against women and girls. As the theme Give to Gain suggests, Vanna Lawrence endorsed the call to give women and girls a chance to thrive in a safe society.
By thus giving, we will all gain the wholesomeness that our families, or places of work, or society, and our world deserves. We gain human beings that are fulfilled and can contribute to the building of a better world with positive outcomes for all of us.
Representing the Minister of State in the Ministry of Health and Wellness, Acting Principal Director of Enabling Environment in Health and Client Services, Dr. Kimberly Humphrey, says the ministry stands by all women living and affected by HIV, reinforcing that no one should be left behind. He says all women deserve to be respected and supported, free from the burdens of stigma and discrimination.
This is a patient-centered healthcare system that will respond not only to illness, but to the unique individuals requiring care. We are acutely aware that stigma and discrimination remain among the greatest barriers to care for people living with HIV, and most particularly women.
Crystal Williams reporting for CVM News.
Through a Memorandum of Understanding signed in July 2025 between the Western Hospitality Institute, the WHI, and the Institute of Travel Tourism, the Gambia ITTOG, 7 Gambian students were conferred with associate degrees in hospitality tourism management. Now, during its 38th annual graduation exercise recently, under the theme Artificial Intelligence, Breaking New Frontiers, marks groundbreaking achievements for the institution and the regional hospitality industry. Now, the president and CEO of the institute, Dr. Cecil Cornwall, says the new AI certification awarded to hospitality trainees reinforces a commitment to global educational exchange, elevating international hospitality standards.
We have all our students who graduated with certificates in artificial intelligence. And today we would have bestowed on the founders, Mr. Trace Johnson and Mr. Kaz Maxwell, along with the student, Ms. Jody and Carty, the bachelor's, the executive masters in business administration honoris causa for their innovation, because honorary degrees are for persons who innovate and conceptualize idea.
Lots more to come here on CVM News at 7. Please stay with us.
Most people buy property and hope for the best. At Stella Global, we don't believe in hope. We believe in strategy. I'm Tiffany Gray. Join us March 27th through the 29th. Paradisiac Sip and See. This isn't just a tour. It's a wealth summit designed to save you thousands on your purchase. Meet our lenders, attorneys, and experts to learn how smart money invests in Jamaica. Ticket on sale at StellaGlobalRealty.com.
I'm me, the stylist, no scam and style me.
From the market to the farm to the office, money talk is everywhere. But are you making sense or nonsense? The Bank of Jamaica brings you common sense with BOJ. Real stories, real laughs, and real lessons to help you protect, grow, and manage your money. Mattress savings.
At least my mattress, you charge me to sleep on it.
Partner plan.
Remember last year we needed our payouts early? But Miss Pam gave it to her cousin first.
Or a sketchy loan flyer.
Electrifying deals.
See why making the right financial choices is pure common sense. Brought to you by Bank of Jamaica, empowering everyday Jamaicans one episode at a time.
Grandpa, it's 2026. You can't keep hiding all your money in every single pocket forever.
Let's delve deep into the issues. We'll take you beneath the surface.
Greetings and salutations. My name is Orville Higgins, and it's another edition of Fan Central.
Talking to the people at the heart of the top sporting stories. Hear from your favorite sportsmen and women and the administrators who work tirelessly to make it all happen. It's live sports talk.
I've written an entire article.
Yes.
Looking at all the major issues every Tuesday at 9 p.m. It's Fan Central.
The internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winfred Williams.
At a new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CVM TV.
So much more than entertainment.
Every dream conquered is another dream gained. I land and I fly again like a jet plane. Headed straight in your direction. 'Cause I'm wiser, one step closer. I'm winning 'cause I work so hard. And the music keeps on playing, and the people never say we are mash up the dance. Oh, what a feeling, don't stop dreaming. Keep on believing in the power of the feeling. Whatever you want, take a chance. Song in your heart, step in your dance. You got a spark, don't fit it dark, shine your lights
Tonight, on Small Biz, Big Dreams, we meet a man with photography as his go-to plan. This is Small Biz, Big Dreams. For more than 30 years, Paul Graham has been operating his photo business, Paga Photos, from the Halfway Tree Arcade, providing passports, photos, portraits, and special event services. He says photography started as a passion and quickly became his life's work.
In photography, it kind of strange up to know. But a friend of mine, I used to be a jeweler, and a friend of mine gave me a camera. And I asked him, what this for? And he said to me, take it, I'm going to take a picture. And that was the day I put on jewelry work and take up photography. My first wedding with that camera. I said, but wait, this is good. And with birthday party and everything, everybody in the community started calling me to do their children's birthday parties and photograph. And from that until now, never look back.
He highlights, over the years, he has seen the industry change with new technology, but remains committed to providing quality and personal attention to every customer.
Yeah, we do weddings, we do photo shoots, we do business headshots, and a number of services pertaining to photography. Just name it, we do it. And them. We also do editing service. So we edit the photographs before we give them to the customer. All right, and with the master editor, Malik, on the front, is the person that is responsible for the editing. So again, these are our backgrounds and we pull them down. Business headshots.
Thanks so much for staying with us. We welcome you back with top regional and international news.
We begin with news in the region. Cuba was plunged into darkness for the second time in less than a week on Saturday after its national power grid failed again, strained by aging infrastructure and a U.S. oil blockade. The blackout comes as Havana said it is open to, quote, a serious and responsible dialogue with the United States.
Cubans have lived through a similar fuel crisis, but this scenario is quite unprecedented in the sense that, you know, as your report reflected, this is an oil embargo imposed since the end of January, and with the threat of a, you know, military intervention as well, when Trump says that he'll take Cuba one way or another. So it's a very serious situation. In one way, it's not as dire as it was in the 1990s, and that is because Cuba has been made some successes with a transition to renewable energies. So at the moment, during the daytime, they can produce almost, well, between, let's say, a third and half of their energy needs can be met through solar panels.
Meanwhile, in Trinidad and Tobago, Prime Minister Kamla Persad-Bissesa is defending the continued state of emergency, saying that while murders are down significantly, the fight against crime continues. More from TTT News.
Speaking to the media after Eid al-Fitr celebrations in Charleville on Saturday morning, she said government remains committed to its crime-fighting strategy, which she noted has already produced measurable results.
We continue the fight against crime. We have several initiatives. Some have already borne fruit. We have seen crime at the lowest it has been in many, many years. The murders have been down by 42%. Let's not forget that. And we'll continue.
Mrs. Persad-Bissesa acknowledged public criticism over the SOE, but said government's goal is a deeper and more sustainable reduction in crime.
People are saying, why another SOE? Because only 42% down. We need to bring it down by the largest number. So 100 minus 42 is what, 58% more that we have to work to bring down. We continue to work on that. Safety and security remains very high on our priority.
In international news, Israeli emergency officials say more than 180 people have been injured, some seriously, in Iranian missile strikes on 2 southern Israeli towns close to a nuclear facility. Here's the BBC.
I think if you look around, you'll get an idea of the devastation that just one missile getting through can cause, and the anger, again, that we've heard from the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and from the President Isaac Herzog, who also visited the site in Arad, where we were a bit earlier. But here in Dimona, you can see one building destroyed here. There's a kindergarten, which was destroyed down there. The impact site is directly behind me over there. Deep, deep crater that was created. And over there is a house where a man's family, his wife and his son, barely survived. Essentially, it was the 8th warning that they'd received that day, and the son didn't want to go to the shelter. The wife insisted. They went into it. That's the only thing that's still properly standing, untouched, and they survived. Now, that crater, as I say, didn't make impact with the building. The same case in Arad. People there and people here are bemoaning what has happened, the casualties, the damages. The damages will be quickly dealt with, I think, by the Israeli government.
That's it for regional and international news. I'm Nika Lewis.
Just ahead of the break, the catchy line, "Let's continue to inspire Jamaica," is literally an opening for you to help in showcasing the positives in the country. And so we are in the process of compiling stories and encourage you to get involved.
Small ideas become powerful stories. The Changemaker Inspired Jamaica IJ with Curlin Brown is out there across the island and beyond, capturing the journey where dreams begin and greatness grows. Send me an email, kbrown@cvmtv.com.
Into the issues. We'll take you beneath the surface.
Greetings and salutations. My name is Orville Higgins, and it's another edition of Fan Central.
Talking to the people at the heart of the top sporting stories. Hear from your favorite sportsmen and women and the administrators who work tirelessly to make it all happen. It's live sports talk.
I've written an entire article.
Yes.
Looking at all the major issues every Tuesday at 9 p.m. It's Fan Central.
The internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winfred Williams.
At a new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CVM TV.
So much more than entertainment.
I'm me the stylist, no scam and style me.
From the market to the farm to the office, money talk is everywhere. But are you making sense or nonsense? The Bank of Jamaica brings you common sense with BOJ. Real stories, real laughs, and real lessons to help you protect, grow, and manage your money. Mattress savings.
At least my mattress, no charge me for sleep on it.
Partner plan.
Remember last year we needed our payouts early? But Miss Pam gave it to her cousin first.
Or a sketchy loan flyer.
Electrifying deals.
See why making the right financial choices is pure common sense. Brought to you by Bank of Jamaica, empowering everyday Jamaicans one episode at a time.
Grandpa, it's 2026. You can't keep hiding all your money in every single pocket forever.
Every dream conquered is another dream gained. I land and I fly again like a jet plane. Headed straight in your direction, 'cause I'm wiser, one step closer. I'm winning 'cause I work so hard, and the music keeps on playing, and the people never
Let's delve deep into the issues. We'll take you beneath the surface.
Greetings and salutations. My name is Orville Higgins, and it's another edition of Fan Central.
Talking to the people at the heart of the top sporting stories. Hear from your favorite sportsmen and women and the administrators who work tirelessly to make it all happen. It's live sports talk.
I've written an entire article.
Yes.
Looking at all the major issues every Tuesday at 9 p.m. It's Fan Central.
The internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winfred Williams.
At a new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CVM TV.
So much more than entertainment.
Welcome back. Road traffic injury is the leading cause of death for persons 5 to 29 worldwide, and that's according to studies by the International Road Assessment Program. Now, even though the Vice Chairman of the National Road Safety Council, Dr. Lucian Jones, reports a 34% reduction in road fatalities so far for 2026, he says this number is still far from the numbers suggested by the World Health Organization.
People aged 5 to 29 worldwide. And when we look at the data in Jamaica, we have a whole lot of people who are dying between age 18 and 49. Over 50% of those who die on our roads are dying in that age group. So it's a huge development problem. And for years, the police, they have gone around, they have mapped out where you have problems with road markings and signage, and we have not had it addressed adequately through the NWA or whatever agency is responsible for doing so. So this is a huge problem which has attracted a lot of attention. It's attracted a Gleaner editorial, Safe Roads, recently, another article about IRAP in the newspapers. So the problem with roads is a major, major issue.
Stay where you are. Sports is next.
No scammer now style me.
From the market to the farm to the office, money talk is everywhere. But are you making sense or nonsense? The Bank of Jamaica brings you common sense with BOJ. Real stories, real laughs, and real lessons to help you protect, grow, and manage your money. Mattress savings.
At least my mattress. No charge me for sleep on it.
Partner plan.
Remember last year we needed our payouts early? But Miss Pam gave it to her cousin first.
Or a sketchy loan flyer.
Electrifying deals.
See why making the right financial choices is pure common sense. Brought to you by Bank of Jamaica, empowering everyday Jamaicans one episode at a time.
Grandpa, it's 2026. You can't keep hiding all your money in every single pocket forever.